Hey guys, as you can see, I'm all swassy.
Hi everybody.
I haven't swass, but no. But look at these pants that Tice bought me.
Yep.
They have pockets.
Yeah, in the butt.
In the butt. Anyway, we just got done doing one of our workouts, and look at Tice.
Sweat.
Look at him. It's quarantine time, which means the gyms are closed, which means that people think that there's no way to stay in shape. Well, look at him. So for the last, I don't know, month and a half, yeah, about a month and a half, maybe even longer, all we've been doing is circuit workouts, and we have light weights. So we've been incorporating.
Yeah.
I can't say it.
Incorporating.
Light weights into our workouts. And I think a lot of men are afraid that they're gonna lose muscle. But Tice, as you can see, has been working really hard to keep his muscle. And I just posted a video showing kind of what he was doing with his light weights to help build muscle. So watch that one, that'll explain it. But exactly. I'm a little bit fatter. I mean, you can still see my abs, but no shame. See, I've got like this going on and more butt, which I'm okay with. But so I'm about 3 or 4 pounds heavier than normal because I have gained weight during quarantine, but that's okay because I don't know. What do? I like cookies. And we're not performing right now because all the shows are closed. But Tice has actually lost weight because he was on a mission to not get fat during quarantine.
And it worked.
So
I'm gonna write up a little program on exactly what I did. There's a lot of cool stuff, guys. There's a lot of things that you can do to, you don't necessarily need like heavy weights to build muscle. Heavy weights definitely have their purpose, but when the quarantine happened, like when shutdown happened, for probably the last, really, really long time, all I've done is like heavy weight workouts. And so when shutdown happened, I looked at it as an opportunity to completely switch gears. And so everything I've been doing has been really, really high rep and high volume, when normally I would be doing lower volume, but heavy weight. So the thing that's cool about it is it's just kind of like, you always hear that stupid term that I hate, where they're like, oh, you gotta shock the body, you gotta trick the body. Well, it's true, but everyone just says that and it's kind of silly. But really what it is it's just changing things up. There's not a whole lot that you need to do differently. Humans move in certain ways. We squat down, we stand back up, we push things away from us and above us, we pull things to us or pull ourselves to things, and then we run and walk. We basically move in 5 patterns. And so take those 5 patterns and design your workout off of those 5 patterns. So we squat down, squats. We stand up, deadlift. We push things away from us, chest press, overhead press. We pull things to us, pull up, pull down. We walk. Walking is one of my most favorite fat loss exercises, and we run. I do sprints. So if you just take those 5 movement patterns and pattern all of your workouts off of something like that, do it 3 days a week, you'd be surprised. And so there's a lot you can get done, guys. I think I've actually built a little bit of muscle during this time, and I've definitely lost probably 7 pounds of fat. When quarantine started, I was like 213 or 14 pounds, and now I'm like 205 pounds. And I'm pretty I'm definitely in like the 7 to 8%, maybe 7% body fat. So it's definitely doable. And so don't make excuses.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is...
Don't make excuses.
And I mean this in the nicest way possible. A lot of people are like, oh, you guys are so lucky to look how you look. And I know that genetics do play a slight role in things, but the thing is, like, do I want to wake up and exercise every day? No, I don't. Do I want to eat cookies? Yes, and I do. I do. But the thing is, like, I don't want to work out every day, and I usually work out 5 or 6 days a week, 2 times a day. I'm a professional athlete / performer, so for me it's necessary to do it 2 times a day. For you, just do it once.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised at the results that you get. So, you know, I'm kind of sick of people commenting like, oh, you're so lucky, oh, you must have fast metabolism. And some of that could be true, but the thing is, like, if I wasn't exercising multiple times a day, I would definitely be in worse shape.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the thing is like, everybody's dealt the hand of cards that they're dealt. And so you can't, you know, like, some of us are tall, some of us are short, some of us are hold on to body fat easier than others. And so the thing is like, we all have our things. I have a lot of issues. I've had chronic pain my entire life, joint pain, back pain. My eyeballs are being eaten out of my head.
Yeah, he has an autoimmune disease, so
I have,
you know,
really bad gut issues. So to be honest, like, to be really honest, there's probably never been one day of my life that I've felt really good. Like, not one. Because I'm just constantly battling just like genetic disorders. I have 3 autoimmune diseases. I have keratoconus in my eyes, I have Tourette syndrome, and I have psoriasis.
Yeah.
I have really bad gut issues. So the thing is like, we're dealt what we're dealt. The thing is like, everybody wants to figure out what to do to get motivated. And I think motivation is cool when you first start out doing something. But over time, you can't rely on motivation to help you, because it's not always going to be there. And so, you know, we started performing like 10 years ago. And
Yeah.
probably the last 6 years, I'm rarely motivated.
Oh yeah.
Rarely.
I mean, we love what we do, but
It's not motivation anymore.
After-
Motivation fades.
after performing full time for so many years, you're like, oh, I don't want to train anymore.
Motivation fades really quicker than you think. And then once it goes away, then what? So what I've always told myself is that discipline, dedication, and commitment are way more powerful than motivation. You can never just rely on motivation, but if you've committed to something, if you're dedicated, and if you're disciplined, you can do anything you want. And so motivation will not always be there. So don't look for ways to motivate yourself. If it does help you, like if the right music or the right motivational talk, if that helps you, then by all means, that's great. I'm just telling you that we get asked all the time, like, how do you stay motivated? It's not motivation anymore. No. It's not. It's just, I've committed and I've disciplined myself, and that's all it is. And so
Yeah, and people just, you know, you come up with excuses, and then we'll meet people who haven't seen us on TV, and they don't know that much about us. And my favorite is, oh, just wait till you have a kid. And I'm like, they're like, just wait till you have a kid.
Or the best one. Wait till you hit 30. Everything changes when you hit 30.
Guys, guess how old I am?
70.
I had someone say, when you hit 30, it all goes downhill. Oh, you're skinny now, wait till you turn 30. Guess how old I am? I actually forget. I'm 34.
Holy shnikes.
I'm kind of starting. Wait, there's a wrinkle. See, when I was 20, I looked like I was 12. So I hated it then, but it's better
Oh, the
now.
other thing too, guys, and this is what we've been doing with Jax. Sorry, this is just turning into like a rant. I don't know why we're doing this. The other thing too is, when you have kids, if you raise your kid to be very active from the get-go, they've done a lot of like studies on this. when kids are raised in an environment where they're moving every day and they're very active and exercise is a very regular part of their routine, what happens is humans have what's called white fat and brown fat. And as you age from a toddler to an adult, the more active you are, the more brown fat that you develop, and you lose white fat. So white fat, the other name of white fat is stubborn fat. It's that fat that it's like no matter what you do, it never goes away. That's what white fat is. Brown fat is the fat that can be converted to fuel really quickly. So what happens is with kids, if you can raise them in an environment where they're always exercising, they'll develop way more brown fat, so that when they go into their adult life, they most likely won't ever be obese. I have a lot of friends that they were really active as kids, and now when they're older, they don't do anything. They don't exercise, nothing, and they stay relatively lean. They don't get fat. They eat what they want. So what I'm saying is if you can raise kids in a very active environment, it just makes sure that as they're adult, they kind of avoid that obesity state. So I don't know. This is just a rant, but we're just kind of like just whatever's on our mind. So anyways, I believe that the best form of meditation is exercise, because if you think about when you meditate, you're kind of like focusing on your body, you're focusing on thinking, you're breathing. And so as you exercise, it's a great way to like meditate in a way, if that's something that you're into. But overall, hard workouts makes you a tougher person in every aspect of life. It makes you mentally tougher, physically tougher. It basically makes you harder to kill. My goal in life is to be really hard to kill. And so I try and just build my life around what can I do to make sure that I don't die very easily. So I guess that sums up the video. Be hard to kill by disciplining yourself,
Be hard to kill.
committing, and just dedicate yourself to some form of exercise and maintain it. So, anything else?
Nope, we just wanted to say some things. Wow. Wow. We just wanted to do that, actually. That was the whole point of this video.
The point of the video is to show off our bods. Bye, guys. Love you.